she on her life. She told it off too slick. I know that. Hey, Jonesy in the morning. Got your midnight take from me, girl.
Let's give it nice.
It's Jonesy in the morning.
Jonesy in the morning.
With shade and laughter me.
Jonesy in the morning.
Hey again. Sorry about that. I told y'all when I'm trying to do all the things, the end stream button is right above banners. So if I hit the end stream instead of going back to, and why is it like that? Hold on. Okay. That's why. Let me put the comments on the stage. So I'll wait for everybody to come back in and reconnect. Sorry. This is what happens when you don't check your messages before you start your show. So you know what's happening to me lately? Outside of the damn mouse dragging the track. How are you on the trap and running still? Like, are you from fucking Brooklyn? Like, I don't even know. That was all me. Sorry, guys. Sorry. We were celebrating birthday. So, and my fat finger hit the end stream instead of going back to comments. Let's see. Let's wait for everybody to get back loaded up. Hey, Big John. Sherelle, good morning. Yep, we back. Hi, Natika. Moon Girl. Thank you for being so active on my page this weekend. I was loading up those clips from Kia Jeffries. People like that interview. You guys were right. That was a good one. Hi, Ancy. Hi, ECM Groups. Marcus Martin, good morning. Hi, Katara. And live, love, life fully. Good morning. Coco, good morning. Yeah, it's a lot happening already on this Monday. I feel like going back to bed. Kamika, good morning to you. Hi, Bobby BK. Grand Rising back to you. Yes, the Trillionaires Gronesy. What's our updates? Where do we stand with all of our potential claims? Hi, Jodeci. Hi, Trinero and Mimi. Ulysses is here. Good morning. Ulysses, you get ready for your birthday? Hi, Jazz19 and Arthur Melendez, Nikita Camille. Pixie Diva was with me last night in Long Island. Thank you, Pixie. And your friends. Hey, Sha. Good morning. Everybody. Hi, Emily B. JMC, did Moni Love have anything to say about the interview? I don't know. I put the interview on high tier members only. I think it might even be private. I don't remember, but she didn't say nothing to me yet. I mean, I don't know why she would say anything to me at all, because she ain't been saying nothing. I think she's still, she said she wasn't mad about Drink Champs 3 years ago. She said she wasn't mad, but then she must have went back and had a conversation with Melissa Ford, I think her name is. Because then Melissa started doing interviews. This was like 3 years ago, doing interviews, took them out. That lady lied on Moni and as if she was there. Child, please. Wasn't there, so all I can assume is that Moni went crying to you. And again, I called Moni as soon as Drink Champs ended and told her what happened and what I was asked and what I said so she could get in front of it. She acted like she was fine. We actually did a couple of interviews together after that. So for Melissa Ford to come out after that and start doing interviews about it and some shit that she wasn't even there. You wasn't even outside, child. You was on somebody's line trying to be a video vixen. So we're not going to crack open that door. But, and again, that's old because I've since met her. I never even have met that girl and she was talking shit. But when I met her with Flip told me I had to be on good behavior, which I'm always on good behavior. But if people have something to say about me and now I'm here, I want to know what's your, like, how you talk about something you wasn't even there for. You don't know who fucked Tupac. If anybody did fuck Tupac, you was not there. You wasn't there. You wasn't outside. Stop. But I kept it grown and I didn't, it was on the Joe Budden's podcast. I didn't want to go in there bringing my shit to their thing. So, and that was small. And that was powered by Moni. Because if not, Moni could have said, no, it's good. Don't worry. It's old. It's, look what she said to me. Oh, boys will be boys. Hi, Alicia. Yes, Alicia, new member. Welcome. Let me try and not end the show, but find some applause for you. Welcome. And back to the comments I go. Yeah, so Bobby BK, right? Like, get out of here. Hi, Marquise. Good morning. Right, going to other people's places. I don't do that, but, I will ask a question. Hey, new member, Kathleen. Yay. Let me not end the show and give you some applause. Welcome. And thank you for being a member. For those of you that aren't members yet, no pressure. I'm just saying there will be some content that only members will have. And there's 3 tiers. I think it's $2.99, $9.99. Either $2.99 or $3.99, then $10, and then I think $20. So they're, hey, Ron, Pete, are you going to do some sports for us this morning, or are you on a cruise? You coming up, or good morning? I heard you did your thing at prom and mom. My sister-in-law says she loves you. Yeah, nigga, but me and you gonna fight. You know why we're gonna fight? You know why we gonna fight? Oh, boy. First of all, we're going to celebrate Flute Bay, who is another new member. Ow. Let me get you your applause, Flute Bay. I hope you really can play the flute. And back to the comments I go. No, Che Bella, I got a little beef to pick with Ron B. Ron, should I bring you up so you can address this? Oh, no, you probably can't because you're on the cruise. So yesterday, Ron P's sister-in-law was at my show. And she introduced herself as that. And why we gonna fight? What you done did? So your sister-in-law showed me her communication with you. And I actually took a screenshot of it because I couldn't believe it when she told me that she reached out to you and said, tell your sis, Miss Jones, I came just to see her at Prime on the Mile tonight. And your response, do you remember your response? Because I have it right here, was why? And then a laughing emoji. And she said, because I think she's dope. Why else? And your response was LMAO. So. Hey. Why? Oh, nice, Flute Bay. Very nice. Do you play for a living? Flute Bay actually plays the flute. It has been playing since 1985. Jonesy said, whoop that trick. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I'm waiting for an explanation, but I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to wait long, but yep. And you know that I had to keep my composure because I'm like, am I the joke? Like, what's the why? I don't know. Like, oh, Kitty didn't give me any notes. Ugh. And C says, sis, you popping out the Harlem week or no? I want to say hello to you again. What day is that? What day is that? Okay. And C said, Ron P, don't be another Mike Sean. See? See? feel like the light went dark all of a sudden. And I don't want to make it brighter necessarily. Well, let me thank my sponsors. Make My Fish, 2 locations. Hold on. 2 locations. Fucking fly. Because these boys keep the door open. 2 locations on 116th in Harlem and the other in Yonkers on Central Park Avenue. So thank you, Make My Fish. And Nationwide Bus Charter. Let me get their banner up. Hold on. Nationwide Bus Charter for your group transportation needs. Call Nick at Nationwide. Tell him Jonesy sent you. They offer a discount. I think it's 15% off, no more than $200 max. But the fly is just so disrespectful. And I'm afraid if I whack it, I'm going to knock something over. So thank you, Nationwide Bus Charter. And shout out to Carla's Kids. Let me find that. I don't see Carla's Kids. Hold on. Carla's Kids, child care provider in Clifton, New Jersey. More than just a child care provider. She provides lunches for nearby schools as well for people that don't have kitchens. So Carla is our founding community partner, and I'm so glad to have her. And she's going to be joining me next week at Cadillac Chronicles. Okay, here go my banners. Here goes Carla's Kids. Hey, yay. Carla's Kids. And then we have Le Cool Champagne, our founding beverage partner for Jonesy in the Morning and Pink Champs. Make sure when you are out dining, you request Le Cool Champagne. And they also have coconut water. And, yep. And that's my peoples. So thank you. Sis, make sure that mouse is gone because Mickey has friends. Clearly, I'm going to call the repair guy and ask him to put some traps down. But, yeah. I mean, he made the catch morning. Hey, Nas. Hey, I'm right on time for the champagne. Good day to you all. Hey, Jonesy. Hey, Giddy. Giddy's on the road. Giddy got stuff going on this morning. And Brandy Harris, good morning. Welcome. If there's anybody I missed, I'm sorry. Pretty Tough Skin, good morning. Georgiana, good morning. Antigua and Gal, good morning. Joe Langley is here. Good morning. See, I missed some. Thank you, Moby Jackson. And Mr. White is here. Thank you, guys. Okay, so let me go to what I wanted to show you because it's not loaded up. Qua said, side eye the cousin. Jonesy, that sister-in-law is definitely messy, but Ron P, though. Hi, Winter Storm. Good morning. Welcome. So, this guy, get out of here. Hold on, because I'm not doing this fucking fly. That's what I'm not doing. I don't know what I'm doing, but I know what I'm not doing. I just need something with some weight, a little bit of weight, so I can knock the hell out of this bitch when he comes back. And let me move this so everything don't fucking fly. So everything don't fly with the fly. Now you gonna land on the, and you know what it is? It's the lights. It's the lights. They're flying into the damn lights. But now I'm dark. Oh my goodness. I'm going back to bed. It's one of those days. Just one of those days. Ugh. I'm gonna get him when he fly back his ass back over here. I got this nice bat. All right, let's get the show going. This Tatum guy. Get those Evo traps for the flies. They run to the light. I have them. They're glowing over there. I have them. I have one on the side of the counter. I have one in the wall, and I have the little things you fill with apple cider, but that's more for gnats and fruit flies. Yeah, I have the Evo. But then I don't want the raid to get the cat sick, because then that's enough. I mean, I don't want him to get sick, but that's another bill when you got to take him to the doctor. I sure enough got the Evo. But thank y'all for the suggestions. That's just the devil trying to create a. No, I haven't used it. Wait, do I have this? Yep, I think I do have the. I think I have Evo spray. I sure do. I sure do. Come again, bitch. Come again. And it's almost empty. And I looked at the Evo thing. That shit is nasty. It's filled now. There was nothing on it because obviously the season just started. Now it's filled, so I have to change the tray. But I have more trays, so I'm good. Bam. Bam. Cat just better stay away, because all right. Yeah, who's that Tatum guy? And then he's the black guy that interviewed one of the boys that killed Nolan Wells. And then he went and found another boy who claims to be Nolan Wells' former best friend. And the mother was like, we don't even know him. Who is he? And the boy is supposed to be the best friend, but he's talking so ill about Nolan that saying, He's not even fully black. He's part white. And it was bizarre to me. Let me attempt to pull it up. Hold on. Now this bitch flying in my face. Oh my God. And these lights are too bright. I can't get him. He landed right. Oh gosh. So annoying already. Go to Giddy. All the stuff I sent him. All right, first let's start here. First, let's start here.
Y'all, look what came on my timeline, y'all.
The anniversary is on the 5th.
You can live as long as you leave black people alone. You can live as long as you leave black people alone. And mind your business.
Stop playing games.
Get 'em. Back up, jack up. Better jump in the water. Hey. As you leave black people alone. You can live as long as you leave black people alone. Y'all, look what came on my timeline.
Oh my goodness. That soothed my soul. The fly came and I couldn't get the shit going. And it was unlocked. Why I couldn't get them? So there's shit in here, really. Yes. And I sort of remember the guy swimming. This was a different angle. I never saw this angle before. That was a great day in Black history. True to the game, you have no idea. It was a fucking mouse in the basement this morning because the basement is wet. And the basement's wet because she got a leaky air conditioner condenser and she's out of the country. So I can't make a call and let the man come drill and cut the pipe. Because then that'll be a whole nother, Your Honor, what was I supposed to do? Your Honor. And shit ain't been going in Black people's favor recently. Here goes the fucking fly. I don't feel like this shit today. I don't feel like this today. He is a former cop, that Tatum guy. But to keep using a title that is no longer applicable to an individual is wild work. I mean, I still use Miss Jones Hot 97 as my Cash App. So I like the one that jumped in the water to get away. Thinking that, oh, they ain't gonna be able to get me. Bitch, we dominating y'all in swimming too. So just fucking stop it. You tried to come up with their bodies are too dense. No, they're not. No, they're not. A lot of us didn't have access to swimming lessons like y'all did at our expense. Got a shortcut to success at Black people's expense. So get out of my face. And we still caught up and exceeded. Sherelle, please. That adds to my Raising Canaan, adds to my frustration. Child, I can't do it. Somebody spoiled it for me. Some dingbat bitch did a video. I'm not going to spoil it for y'all. I'm not going to spoil it for y'all with Raising Canaan. So we got to give people at least until, y'all have until Wednesday. Y'all have until Wednesday to watch Power. With the drenching rains come more rats and mice. Oh my God. Well, I'm about to hire a whole company to come and dry that bitch out. Repaint the floor like she did in the laundry room. Jazz, I know. And then I saw, was I seeing things? Do 50 Cent got a problem with Courtney Kemp or one of the women that helped start Power? Is it pouring in New York right now? Wait, that wasn't the last episode? Wasn't that the last episode or no? I thought it was only 8 episodes. What number was that? Sherelle, we definitely need to discuss, but we can't, you know what? Maybe we need to have a members only discussion. And don't come in if you didn't watch it. Don't come in. I can't do it today because I have, but wait, if it's raining like that, I don't know. I was supposed to pop out at City Winery tonight. AZ is performing. That's back-to-back performing for me. Last night when I got to the place, all I asked for was hot water with lemon and honey. TikTok no better, but I did see it in Jonesy. Aliza was nuts. Wasn't ready. I told you. I don't be knowing all the Netflix shows to watch, but when I come across something, baby, baby, I'm waiting for the polygamist to come back. Afro Queen, but we can't talk about it because somebody spoiled it for me doing videos, crying. Like it was real life, like stupid. The weather's horrible here right now. So I don't know. I hate moving around the city in rain. And my driver is out of the country. Because that would have been easy. He could have driven me, pulled me right up front, walk in, wait my turn, do the song, get back in the car, and come on home. Shout out to Chef Cliff from Oko and from Afro Taco, the truck. He had a 50th birthday party. He invited me. I performed. The place was laid out. Everybody was dressed to the nines. The theme was, it was kind of like Coming to America, like African royalty. He honored his culture. And the people turned out for Chef Cliff as they should. And as a result, I was sitting at a table with Mayor Ross Baraka, who, by the way, he and his wife came in. He didn't seem like he was in a great mood. Of course, I didn't bother to inquire. I don't know him like that. But, and then they left early. But seated beside me was the former chief of police, either the former chief or the captain. Who's higher, the chief or the captain? But anyway, let me tell you why that's such a big deal. No, this Friday is okay. So there's one. Okay, good. So I hope I'm not gonna do a spoiler. So y'all got till Wednesday to watch Power. Jonesy, the difference with you is that you are a current media personality. Tatum does not hold a commitment to upholding the law. Right. If he ever did in Arizona. Oh Lord. Good morning. Sure. Where you going? Sure. Oh, right. Put that in the bag. There's a bag right there. In the pink, in the thing right there. Hold on, y'all.
I took all the trash cans before.
Yep, there's 2 more in the garage. Or 3 more in the garage. There's 5 things in the garage. So this is what I was going to tell you. 78 is this week or maybe next. I can't see the color. All right, wait. We just had thunder and lightning. Courtney Kemp. He sold his rights. Courtney Kemp. I thought Courtney Kemp was a she over or something. So he's moved on to fight with. Wait, Ann, say it again. I don't understand. And say it again. They asked him why they went their separate ways, and basically 50 said she had a problem not getting her props. She had a problem with Amari and him because they were the faces. I heard him say something about she wanted to get bigger than the character. She wanted to be bigger than Ghost. Raising Cain this season is fire. Yeah, they're going. Aliza was good. I'm waiting for Polygamous and Nemesis. Did I watch Nemesis? Yes. I think I did. Nicole Perry, good morning. I'm going to the City Winery tonight. Please come outside. Oh. I was trying to get out of the hole. Now, mind you, I inserted myself. I said I'm crashing the party. And now how you uncrashing? Because if I invited myself, I should be able to uninvite myself due to weather. Hi, Tracy. Oh, Winter, you gonna be at City Winery too? Rain's supposed to stop by 5. Okay, because the show starts at 7, which means she need to leave by 5:30. Says the lying weather people. Danico. Big R, yep, you missed Cliff's party. How you gonna miss the party? Payne said, Officer Tatum has a huge following, and sometimes you must acknowledge this. Acknowledge and decipher just how to address the issues. His latest forays in Mississippi were telling. Yeah, well, they're allowing him to be a platformer so he can be a black face with a MAGA mind and a MAGA soul. But once again, dear white people, we're always several steps ahead of you. And those of us that matter already know what it is. And we're not letting him get that type of momentum going. We're not fools. Chief is higher than captain. Okay. Thank y'all. I'm so far back in the scroll. I was asking Jonesy, how do I at people and it doesn't turn green? The gentleman, Big R, said, do something, but I don't know how. And I still don't see the green. So I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I don't know. No, I don't know. And if Giddy ain't here to get it, we just asked out. So I was going to show you something. That's why I brought him up, who I was sitting next to at Cliff's party. As long as you leave black people alone. So, guess who's coming on Jonesy? Do y'all know who this is? Look really well. Let's see if anybody recognizes before I say the show affiliation. Oh, him and Charlie Kirk was best friends. So, yeah, makes sense. No, not Sparkle. No. Oh, I could see Sparkle in that. But see, you never seen this person with this hair. This is Blue from All the Queen's Men. For those of y'all that watch All the Queen's Men, this is Blue. And the captain is her brother, her blood brother. So we're talking and he says it and I'm like, oh my God, I've been dying to ask her, why did she let Madam get away with all this shit? Like, where did this loyalty, this never-ending loyalty come from? We're going to be able to find out. We're going to be able to find out when she calls when she logs on to Jonesy. Yes, Shot Girl. Yes. All right. Drive carefully. Love you. Bye. That is our girl Blue. She had just gotten out the bath. And then she had her regular hair, which is lovely hair. And then I turned around to say something to Courtney. And when I came back to the phone, she had the full blonde. I was like, oh. She said, no, I was just in the bathtub. Y'all caught me off guard. I see my brother calling. I'm, fine with my hair with my brother. But then I was like, girl, you ain't got to explain. You know how many times we switch up to a fish fry? She was like, huh? Never mind. She is beautiful. I love that show too. Oh my God. Yup. The momentum is rising locally in Mississippi, and this calls attention to the shenanigans that go on in our communities when our children disappear at the hands of us and no one speaks up. Well, it's really gonna rise on the 5th because that's the anniversary of the Mississippi Brawl. If they want to come and get some, they can. Oh, and by the way, shout out to Mark from Llewellyn Park in West Orange. I think that's West Orange. Or is that Montclair? Llewellyn Park, wherever it is. Shout out to him because I'll be there on August 23rd. It's a day party brunch. And he was at Cliff's party too. No, I was going to say, and by the way, status update. Your application for a New Jersey firearm purchaser ID card and permit to purchase a handgun has been approved. Ooh. So I no longer have to ride dirty. Wait, no, I never was. So I'm checking out these babies. Guns are expensive. I don't know how to do the camera thing. Guns are high. Should I get a used one? I have my parents hand me down guns. Thank you, Lady in Flight. Jonesy, please stop telling our babies bye. It's see you later. Okay. Oh, yep, you're right. Let me call him and say that. Don't call him while he's driving. Then you're part of the problem. Hi, Punky Chick. I wanted to say, I didn't mean to say bye. I meant to say see you later. Okay? We never say that because that's putting words in the atmosphere. So I love you and I'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye. I mean, here I go again. Love you. Talk to you. Okay. But see, then we still say bye after we say see you later. You can't say, can you say bye after you say see you later? All right. West Orange. Okay. So Llewellyn Park. You guys can get there. August 23rd is a day party. Ashley said, how did I get that approved? I just filled out, you go online. Well, actually, you have to call your local police department. There's a person assigned to firearms, and you got to get fingerprinted. But I already had fingerprints because I had an application in. This is crazy. When Kevin tried to have me murdered back then, I said, oh, this is going to be an easy way for me to get my gun. So I went and did all the fingerprinting back then. But then I never followed through because I was married to a stupid nigga. And I said, I'm going to wind up going away for murder. So that's not smart. So then I waited until I got rid of him and moved. And then I applied again. And then the day that they were calling me to tell me that I was approved, I was moving. And they were like, I was like, but I'm just moving across town. And he was like, you got to go to that jurisdiction. So it went from the Manalapan jurisdiction to the Englishtown jurisdiction. And I don't fuck with them 5 cops in Englishtown. So then I just sat on it. And then in June, I was like, you know what? If you really are going like get girls with gats going, and I have been going to the range with Jack and Jill, my Jersey Shore chapter. So I have been going to the range already. And always, using the guns that the fathers in the chapter would suggest that I use. And I just said, you got a little bit of time. So I said, let me do it. And then when I realized you can carry. You can carry now. They slid that law into effect on the low. I said, yeah, definitely. So I'll be wearing a thigh holster. A thigh holster. My gun in my thigh. It's giving Christy love, bitch. Yup. Oh, Miss Melba Moore was so divine. I loved having her. And then she stayed and was taking pictures of me. And then we brought her back up if you guys missed it. You have the P226? You do? That's a Sig Sauer. Sig Sauer. How much, Ashley? Yes, girls with cats. We on the move. Her real name is Raquel. She's the real rock. Blue from All the Queen's Men. Her real name is Raquel. Who else is coming? I don't know. I think just me. Maybe I could get Monifa to come. I think just me. I cannot carry when I travel in jurisdictions, and carrying me is just often a problem going in and out of certain buildings. Well, that's why you have to go to the reciprocal places or go to Utah and Florida, and then you good. Let's give it up for our newest member, Punky Chic. Punky Chic. And here goes the fly. There's not enough in here. This thing is not even pressing. Wait. The hell? As long as you leave my people alone. This thing ain't even pressing no more. If it ain't working, why would you keep it? We can carry in New Jersey. Yep, Glow. Yep, you sure can. They didn't tell us that. I got my permit to carry and firearm, but it's heavy to carry in my purse and it's very awkward to carry in a holster on my hip. I don't like it. So why you don't get you a small one and put it in your purse? A small one. Wait, I have to salute Punky Chic for being our newest member. And go back to the comments without cutting it off. Giddy's in the chat. He said, I had the license for 48 states, but people, please research your carry laws before traveling. I feel like it's going to become a nuisance, like this fucking fly. I feel like it's going to become a nuisance because I'll forget and walk into the Queens Public Library and be on freaking channel on 5 o'clock news. Simply because I forgot that it's on my thigh. Jonesy, check your email. I just sent you something to see if it's relevant to Nolan Wells. Right. Eyes on my thigh. I hit you with the maybe later. Oh, carefree. Nobody has a note. Oh, I love this. I saw this. D.L. Hughley. I have to carry in my purse. Because let me tell you something. I'm tired of coming across all these videos of women being attacked because we can't walk around freely like we used to be able to walk around. So as much as I don't like the reality, you got to be prepared. And the way white folks be whiting, got to be prepared. Yeah, it's not that I'm trying to be, get out of my way. Little 380. Yeah, okay. Is a 380 smaller than the 226? You can also get a 22. You're not shooting to kill necessarily. You're just shooting to get niggas up off you. If you are a New York resident, you have to get a New York license, and you cannot carry in New Jersey or Connecticut with a New York license. But if you get Florida and Utah, then you're good in New York. Moon Girl created. RTSP on Route 22 is doing training classes for women. Well, I don't know. I don't like, what does that look like? I just want regular training, whether I'm a woman or a man, right? I told you I'm going to use that man that I met in the shopping right parking lot. But then he's still looking. Did you lose the mouse? Now you're looking around. You're looking around for something. That's the cat. I prefer a Taurus or a 6-shot pump. Them things are so pretty. The pump. I just don't want anything that has like a easy trigger. I need like 2 steps, maybe. I have to get smaller firearm, probably pink. Absolutely pink. Hey. Put a paper plate on the table or something with some honey or syrup. It works for me every time. I'll be right back. Because you get more flies with... And then his ass will be stuck. Which is better, syrup or the honey? This is a little bit of syrup left. Oh, no, I have... Oh, I'll use the cinnamon honey. Syrup. Does he keep on flying? Should I put it near me? Is this enough? Is this enough? Or should I fill the whole plate? It's a big ass plate. I'm putting it right here. Wait, let me turn off the kitchen light because he's attracted to the light. I don't want him to go in there now. Come here. Come here with the bullshit. Will the real natural, Shay Bella said that's more than enough. Yes, just swirl it around a little to fill the plate. Okay. And this is that Cinnabon. Mrs. Butterworth's came out with Cinnabon syrup. Some things just need to be left alone. I was on my damn sticky fingers. Will the real, natural, beautiful black little Kim from the 90s please come back because Kim is unrecognizable now. Oh, let me play this.
This is Brandon Tatum.
Did y'all just see what unfunny ex-comedian D.L. Hughley just said about me? Posted a picture of me and my wife. To do what? To be a racist? You are the lamest dude in all of comedy.
What is more lame than calling yourself the job you used to have? You're not an officer anymore. You were a football player who failed at being a football player. You didn't make the team, so you became an officer.
Ooh.
That wasn't working out, so you became an influencer.
Ooh.
You talked about emotion. What is more emotional than this? The word. You cried for a white dude who that people didn't even think you worthy to speak at his funeral.
Oh.
You said you wouldn't cry for your son, but you cried for him. That's not emotion. You talked of the way Benjamin Crump talks.
Just want to blame white folks. And so I go out there because I know that lame Al Sharpton and Mr. I Can't Read, Benjamin Crump, is just race hustling, y'all.
You talked about how those boys are innocent. You had proof. Now, I don't know whether they're innocent or not. I don't know what happened there. But I know one conversation with a failed football player and a social media influencer is not the predicate. You don't have any toxicology report. You don't have an autopsy report. You talked about black people acting a fool. Black people are right to be suspicious of a state that took 31 years and 3 trials to prosecute and find guilty the murder of Medgar Evers. Black people are right to be suspicious of a state that in 2005 found 215 black people that were dead and buried in a pauper's grave and nobody knew they were there. Black people are right to be suspicious of a state that just killed a 1-year-old boy and nobody's being brought to account about. Black people are right to be suspicious of a state that has been poisoning black people with the water since the 1960s. Black people didn't look for this fight. They want justice. All they want is accountability. And if it's those boys, it should be that. Nobody has a predetermined notion. I don't know what happened. But if you're saying that Al Sharpton and that Benjamin Crump are on one side, you're certainly on the other. You talk to them for 2 days and now all of a sudden you know if they're guilty. You know if they're innocent. You know that. Your name is, your moniker is Officer Tatum, not Detective Tatum. You didn't make your way to detective. You're an influencer who says what white people want you to say. And don't you find it interesting that they chose to speak to you, and they chose to speak to you for the same reason that you're a conservative, for the same reason Turning Point did, because you're safe. They know you're a black man who'll do what he's told. You're an unremarkable black man. This is Brandon Tatum.
Did y'all just see what unfunny ex-comedian D.L. Hughley just said about me? Posted a picture of me and my wife. To do what? To be a racist? You are the lamest dude in all of comedy.
What is more lame than calling yourself the job you used to have. You're not an officer anymore.
I love how DL defended his position. Unremarkable slayed me, though. Unremarkable, I have to use that. You were so unremarkable. Like, how do you say that to somebody? Hey, Barbara. I'm not. Unremarkable. The new little Kim, y'all don't like that? I feel like she's been with it for, did she change something? It just looks like it's about to burst. It looks tight. Hey, Tony. DL for mayor. Right. Hi, everybody. Tokens do get spent at the end of the day. Thank you for that video, Jonesy. Appreciate you. Now I saw that fly. He want to fly everybody. He want to act like he can't see this nice cinnamon syrupy sugar. He said, that's too sweet for me, bitch. It's not that she changed. It never looked right from the beginning. I think she was chasing Pam Anderson. I think that's what she was chasing initially. And now Pam Anderson ain't Pam Anderson no more. Do y'all see that? That's crazy. That is so crazy. Little Kim was trying to be Pam Anderson. I told her once she was the Black Pam Anderson, and I think that she was like, for real, you think so? And then she went for it. She went full. Think about it. She went full. She went beyond, though. She went a little too much. And now Pam Anderson did the Uno reverse. She don't even want to be herself no more. She just is plain and cover girl. I mean, maybe not, but very Noxema, very, I don't put on nothing no more. I'm living back with my parents or my mother in the country, simple life. Tony Blue. You said Pam is damn now. Pam is Tashina Arnold now. All right, let me move on. Moving on. Oh my God. Godfrey slays me. What is Godfrey talking about here?
Doing stupid white people. Doing stupid. Ooh, yeah. White people. You know you need to quit. White people. And doing stupid shit. Miren lo que le sucede a esta mujer. What's wrong with this lady? Safari or whatever they are. She's petting a lion. Lioness. She thinks it's a house cat. She's like, oh my God, it's like my house cat. It's just a kitty. It's the same. Kitty, lion, same thing. Here, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty. And the lion's like, yeah, I'm a kitty. Yeah. I'm a kitty. Yeah.
Did he rip her arm off?
This ain't the Lion King. What's wrong with her? White people.
Did he rip the arm off?
White.
Godfrey, shut up, Godfrey. You're so stupid. I don't know. I think he took the arm off. So you think that she's run out of money to maintain it? We talking about Pamela Anderson or we talking about Little Kim? Likely AI. I hate when people view. Okay, hopefully that is AI. Because wouldn't she? He wasn't letting that arm go. Do you guys remember Great Adventures? And there was that safari next door to it. Yup, that was one of the most terrifying experiences I ever went. Great Adventures was 11 minutes door to door from our house. And so that was our park. You ever want to tire the kids out so that they sleep for the whole night early? Start your day with Great Adventure. And the safari next door, but you have to have like a car that you don't want to get scratched up in the event. And I wasn't doing all that. I love that we call it Great Adventures because I definitely call it Great Adventures. I don't call it Six Flags. I call it Great Adventures. Was it real? See, this is what I'm saying. I don't know what's real or not. So, ma'am, I'm going to need to know. I'm going to need to see follow-up pictures for you to get my full heart purging. Wonder why Jungle Safari is not around. Great Adventures, yes. Not the safari, nope. Right. We did not know the animals was going to be free. And fuck up your car when they paw. Mm-hmm. I'm not walking into the hell. Hi, Calvin. Good morning. I'm not walking into the hell. That is their area. You can't win. You're not going to be able to pet them. So what the fuck? You might as well just go to the zoo. Ciao. I don't know what it was. See, and this is why I needed to have this on my thigh. I needed one of these on my thigh. Would you ever buy a used gun? Somebody said, because I don't know what's on it before me. I mean, don't they, if you buy a used firearm from a reputable seller, don't they have to figure out what's on it before? No, that ain't how that works. All right, moving on. I'll wait for your answers. Let me see. Oh, so back to that Tatum guy. Look.
So recently, Brandon Tatum has chosen to post me on his story and call me a nappy-headed fool. Hold on, I have evidence. Here we go. This was his statement on his story. She sounds really stupid or whatever it says, right? Now, in my original video that I made to him, I pointed out a question that why are you not speaking on the white issues that is going on if you love white people so much? If you love white people and if you don't like your own people, why do you talk about us? Why do you post us on your page? You should be talking about the trauma and the pain that is going on between the white community. Why are the men so obsessed with little children? Can you talk about that? Since you don't want to be black, you don't like us, you don't like the women, why do you post us? Talk about what white people are going through. I have a perfect story for you right here, Mr. Tatum. Don't play with me. This is Esther. I'm going to make sure that I tag her so y'all can go to her page and hear her story, how her Caucasian mother prepped her for her child molesting father. I wonder how many more young girls and boys are going through this in white households, Mr. Tatum.
My mom and my dad had this arrangement where she would clean me up and prepare me for what he was going to do to me once I was in my bed. My mom was a participant in grooming me, literally. She was literally grooming my exterior. She would make sure I was clean, that my hair was clean, that my body was clean, that I had clean pajamas on. My dad liked a clean little girl. That's what he liked. He liked a little girl that was clean and fresh in her jammies. He liked my hair wet and clean and smelling good. in clean pajamas. And my mom...
Like, this is why I say there's something wrong with Caucasian people. Y'all hate us so much, but your daughters, your women are coming out and saying our family members are child molesters. Y'all like eating children. This is on paper. So I don't understand how you have so much hatred towards black people when there are so many Caucasian battles that you could be fighting, Mr. Tatum. Stop posting my black people if you don't like us, nigga. Stay on that side. Stop talking about us. Stop mentioning us. We don't give a fuck about what you think. We don't want to be accepted by y'all. Yes, I'm a nappy-headed fool, and I got your full attention, my nigga. So...
Love it. Not necessarily here for the bonnet, but love the content. I love what's under the bonnet. Yes, the 2520s are bizarre. They are bizarre. They are the God's mistake. Yep. 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 Moving on. Now, you really want to get your Monday, you really want to get your Monday off to a rocky start. Listen to this judge. Doesn't know she's being recorded and goes on to talk. I'll let you hear it for yourself.
If you're black in any other country, you're doing way better. If you're an American black person, then you're a lazy piece of... I can honestly say that. Okay, I'm not systemically racist. I'm a new racist. Black. I'm so off of this Black Lives Matter, hashtag Me Too, all this. Oh my God, I'm like, you with this whole Black Lives Matter stuff. You know, they're like, everyone's all entitled. Let's assume that they did get screwed just because of the nature of their color and the way America is, systemic racism, all that. Fine. But don't they have an obligation to step up to the plate too? I mean, think about it. All they have to do is look at their history, like the whole, like, baby mamas and the dads taking off. And it's like, you guys have an obligation too. You want us to treat you equally. You got to step up and do the same job. You know, you don't get to be a lazy. I hate to say it, knock on wood. I really kind of am untouchable. They can't touch me. They can't touch my salary. They can't touch my job. All they can do is have somebody run against me. Good luck. I'm pretty untouchable. So you guys really want to be... So you got 22 judges who are... Guess what? They're still going to back me. If you're black in any other country, you're doing way better. If you're an American black person, then you're a lazy piece of... I can honestly say...
Now, I can hear the trash in her tone, that she comes from that trash. Probably limited education. You can just tell. You can just tell by the vernacular. But got the nerve, because you wear a fucking robe, got the nerve to be talking about what American blacks are. And we should step up, and baby mama, baby daddy. We learned it from y'all. You act like the white trash. You act like you guys. It stuns me. It stuns me. All the single white women, young girls getting pregnant by their dads. The white girls pregnant by their dads. Their fathers, because you docile bitches are so thirsty to have a piece of shit next to you. You don't care if he's molesting your daughters. You groom him. You that type of bitch. And I can't even remember who's the guy that recorded.
If you're black in any other country, you're doing way better. If you're an American black person, then you're a lazy piece of...
I'm so glad she needs out. She needs out. They need to post her address. They need to post her address. So the same shit that happened to that other one could happen to her. Since you want to be talking all heavy. And they need to revisit all of the cases that she has presided over. Reminds me of that bitch. Was it Judge Jones? Yeah, Judge Jones, that bitch in the freehold court who sits there like this, like she bored. Do your fucking job. They literally try to dissuade you from coming before the judge. They keep pushing you to the mediation room. So why? So they don't have to fucking do anything. but stay back in their chambers playing on their phone all day. The judges. The ancestors were savages and mad because ours were emperors and empresses. And they try to separate us from the pure Africans so that we can start a war with them. It don't matter if it's pure African American, bitch, we still superior to you and your kids on every level. And that is also why you're mad, because you don't understand how we can continue to survive and thrive without the wealth, without being handed a robe, without being handed a gavel. And I'm so thankful to the man that recorded her dumbass, because he probably is over her too. This is a discussion around whether or not the term Black Lives Matter is reflected in the level of civility demonstrated in the Black community interplay. The heavy talk demonstrates a bias. But you can hear her. She's not even smart. It's giving Paul Mall when I go into her chambers. That's what that is giving me. And a Miller Lite. That's who that bitch is. She sounds like somebody that could be serving me a drink at the bar. Not to mention 53% of white women voted for Trump, but okay. All right. Hold on, let's go to my next story. So this bothers me. The next story, I'll just get into it. Wait. Wait, what happened to the sound?
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, who brought stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Now, here's what bothers me about this. Not the obvious, because I know y'all gonna be like, oh, Jonesy about to tear into her. I am not. Here's my issue. That's Martha Reeves from Martha Reeves and the Vandellas. And my comment that I posted, as you see, Miss Jones Official, was, aside from the heavy vibrato, Miss Reeves was actually very on key. I listened because that's what the fuck I do, especially to my Motown legends. She was on key. Who asked the white bitches to join in? Two freaking whole steps down. Who asked y'all to join in? Two of y'all. She's already suffered a stroke, I believe. So why would two of y'all come in on a different key to make her feel like she's wrong on the wrong note? I don't understand. Yes, it's a lot of the, oh, say, can you see? But it still was all in key until those have to start it. With the little whitewash, oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? They didn't even say lead. They said by the dawn's early light. Trying to make, once again, that's my first issue. My second issue is clearly she needed the $600. If Berry Gordy would stop stealing their royalties, yes, I said it, pay them what the fuck you owe them. All these Motown artists that you fucking robbed, bitch, go and pay Florence Ballard's daughters fucking money so all three of her grown daughters can move out of the projects. And they might just want to stay there, but give them what their fucking mother earned. You bitch, you old rickety rockety bitch. Give them their money so they don't have to be out here doing openings of women's baseball. And now y'all think y'all gonna humiliate her in the comments? Just so the comments are saying I'm lying. No, that's because you're not students of music and you don't have a trained ear. Again, like I said, aside from the heavy vibrato, she was on key until they started. I'll play it again.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, who brought stripes and bright stars.
She's on the right key. They're off.
We're so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our man was still there.
Now see, they're off. They're off. They're in a different key altogether. Not gonna sit here. Look, not gonna sit here. Obvious I am. And go back and forth. With folks that don't have a trained ear. Miss Reeves. Why am I like this? Because Miss Reeves is on key. And they come in 2 whole notes beneath her, trying to overpower her. Do y'all know what I mean when I say 2 notes beneath? Trying to overpower. And if you're going to overpower, bitch, come up to my key. If you're going to overpower or you call yourself supporting, be on my key. But you can't. In the wrong key. Bam. They should have, they should have stayed quiet. And that's why she turned around and looked like, where did they come from? They weren't at the sound check. Sometimes people don't like the way a person sings, don't mean they can't sing. I mean, the vibrato, I don't know if that was because of the surgery or what, but she definitely was on key, and she should have started lower, and then she wouldn't have had to go so full head voice later on. But right, the vibrato is a vibrato. They were given plain white toast. And y'all don't have to agree with me on that, because it sounded horrible together. But I just needed to separate, because they're going by the dawn's earth. Wait, she started with, oh, and they started lower. Oh, say. They started lower. Oh, say. They started, oh, say, do. And she started at, oh, say, oh, say, oh, do. Her do is do. Hold on, let me get my piano. We're going to figure this out. We're in this together, remember? Hold on, because now it bothers me. Oh, say. I'm going to tell y'all who was in what key. Who was on first, Jonesy? Oh. That's an F. Oh. And she was in. Oh, say. Oh, say. Oh, say. Don't say. This is Martha. She is A sharp. Oh, say. And they are. We like what so proudly we held our last gleaming, go, go, go. But so proudly we held our last gleaming, go, 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 go. So there is F sharp. She's in A. The fuck? Didn't I say it was 2 below? What's the letter after F? G. And what's the letter after G? Motherfucking A. A bitch may not be on the levels of the Beyoncés and the this and the that, but a bitch got a motherfucking trained ear and a piano next door, and I can play. I told you it was 2 whole steps lower. Now y'all gonna make me go and do a video and go side by side with these bitches and break it the fuck down. Because what you're not gonna do is play with Martha Reeves. Whenever I'm with him, something inside starts to turn in, and I feel with desire. Could it be the devil in me, or is this the way love's supposed to be? Like a heat wave burning in my heart. I can't keep from trying. It's tearing me apart. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Go ahead, girl. Ain't nothing but love, girl. You are not. So they're in F, she's in A. They should have shut the F up. Bitch. Always trying to come in. Leave black people alone. Ugh. Wait, Nick Music said, I swear you should do videos like this, Jonesy. Vocalists need this training and understanding the music. Yeah, because they just try to run with something that don't sound right. And I get it. The dissonance was, it hurt. It hurt to hear, but that wasn't her fault. She stayed on key throughout. Who asked the 2520s to come to fucking 2 keys beneath? You in the whole key of F. She's in A. So if you can't come up from F to A, shut the F up and go sit down. And why are we singing at the opening of a female baseball game anyway? I mean, I'm just saying. Baseball's so slow. Yes, heat wave. Georgiana, I had to break it down. I know, it's too early. Right? You have to teach the children, and they still don't want to listen because when on my thinking going to jail tonight. Dun, 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 dun. Did y'all see the girl that wrote the record to that after that? She did a whole rap record and was like, behind bars for doing this and stealing cars. But I definitely was dancing to it yesterday because I don't care. I don't care. You can listen to a song and I'm old enough to be able to listen to a song and separate reality from. I'm the same one that can still listen to R. Kelly. As a matter of fact, I think I might right now. Let me get my speaker. Jonesy, can you play the piano? And did you have your sons learn to play as well? No. Shay plays the drums and Jalen plays the sax. But I was a piano minor in college, so I had to learn. I always wanted to, but it's hard. But this hand got to do this and this hand got to do that. But I can figure it out. Give me a couple of days with some sheet music and you will have a song played by Jonesy. Right. They talking, she's singing, and she turned around like, where did they come from? So did something go wrong in sound check? And the white boys had a conversation behind and said, hey, Miss Reeves isn't feeling that well. So we just need you guys to go and back her up. Just support her. Because clearly she turned around like, who the fuck that? But she kept it going. She didn't want to stop the performance. Hi, Deb. It wasn't together. Exactly. Thank you. They should have just taken a knee. Yes, exactly. Richard, where you been, Richard? Right. And they should have put music accompaniment in. Hello, everyone. Did you go to Angie's thing yesterday? No, I had my own show, child. I had my own show to do out in Long Island, and the GPS told me early in the morning it was going to take me an hour and a half to get there. So I planned my day until somebody did a fucking spoiler for Kanan. So I had to bust down and watch it before I got more spoiled. So when I went to watch it, that made me a little bit late. Like I didn't get to the venue until like 15 minutes before showtime, like 7:45. But it's okay. I got there before. It was okay. But the point is, when I went to watch it, it was already mid-Kanan, which means that the night before when I came home from that show, I started watching it and fell asleep, and it was watching me. So I had already watched it and forgot that I had watched it. So why was I so mad that she spoiler alerted it for me? Right. She's a living legend. We have to protect. We can't always just sit by and let these young, unknowing, like everybody don't have expertise in every area. You ask me about police shit and what I see on videos, I would never be able to tell you what the law is, if they're within their rights or what. Right? So a lot of people get caught up because they don't know, and people be in the comments saying shit. I love when a specialist or when fellow cops come in, or with lawyership, when lawyers come in the comment section and they speak from their expertise, not just chatty patties, just fucking talking because, oh my God, it sounds so bad. You don't know why. But instead of giving our 80-year-old elder some grace, you want to give her a fucking mini heart attack. And she shouldn't be working any fucking way. So let's get to the real problem, is that motherfucking Barry Gordy, who got 1 foot in. Can't somebody just tip him the fuck over and grab the bag before he actually... I said it with a Steven fucking ass. You got your legends singing in smoke-filled saloons, not because they want to be. And you up in mansions beyond mansions. You and Dirty Die, who don't even want your ass. So if I have the expertise and I see somebody, he landed in it, but he didn't stay. Should I add honey? He landed in it. I think he's playing in my fucking face. It's like he dipped down and then dipped back up. He'll be back. The fly. If you have expertise, just like boxing, I could watch a match and be saying what might be the most retarded shit because I'm not a boxer. And then a boxer come in the comments and say, nah, but y'all don't understand is blah, blah, blah. Whatever the fuck it is. Whatever it is. So this was my time. I'm the expert. I'm not just a singer. I am a student. And have been studying music and not just fucking singing. Music composition, orchestrating. I can score. I can write it, score it, compose it. I can do all the things. So don't come for me, bitch. Nobody in here has yet. I mean, somebody at home probably is until they see this. Bam. Don't fucking play with me. You see that, Bachelor of Music. Don't fucking play with me. You're not just singing, doing karaoke. I mean, we do karaoke. We carry. Okie dokie. But, no, you need somebody like that could break that shit down. She'll go in and read them comments and never want to sing again. They will need to do a GoFundMe. Why? Because y'all motherfuckers didn't understand what was going on. Once again, being deceived by the 2520s. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. I went off on a rant. For new people, that's not really. Hi, Marcella. Oh, the spray is not working. I might have to get, I don't know if I have another spray. Thank you. It's 11:01 and we wait until it's 11:03 now. Hi, Marcella. Mickey Howard should also be on the faculty. What happened with Mickey? Right, ain't no pension plan. If it was, he stole that shit too. Whenever I'm with him, something inside starts to burn you, and I feel with desire. It's like a heat wave. If they can listen to that shit, I'm listening to R. Kelly all day. Heat wave. Can't think from dying. It's tearing me apart. I used to sing that song for my mother and her friends. Go put on Mommy record. And I just love being there, being their entertainment. Yeah. Go ahead, girl. Ain't nothing but love, girl. Yeah. Whoa. Love, girl. Don't pass up this chance. It sounds like a true romance. Heat wave. Boom, boom. Heat wave. Boom, boom. Heat wave at 11 in the morning. I'm singing about a heat wave. And I'm actually getting the heat now. Hey, got my paperwork. I got my paperwork. Get myself another gun. Get myself a gun. I have to see which one feels good before I purchase, because these shits are high. So, thank you, Mimi. So, before we move on to more stories, do you want to know what I did Friday night? Why? Why did I do this Friday night? Kathleen said, Jonesy, maybe you have discussed this, but what are your thoughts of Clive Davis since one of the top of music executives? I don't know him. But I want Rod Digger to come on the show and talk about her experience. And now we know that he dropped Busta Rhymes and all his artists. So maybe Rod is willing to share some stories. But I do remember he was the one allegedly that threw that party where the Manson murders happened. That was a Clive Davis party. And Rick James was supposed to be there. And something happened. Either he was high or something happened and he could not fucking make it. And the Mansons killed every motherfucking body in that bitch except for Clive. I think Clive got out or got away or something. I can't remember. But when I read it, I was gagging. Yup. So, yeah. So he had me at Manson. Right. The lack of respect for the elders. You will never go and be able to disrespect Michael McDonald to Whitey. You would never. You would never. Somebody would have told two other young boy singers, sit down and let him sing. This isn't, make no mistakes anymore. You should get an electric fly swatter. Is absent that. I will. And we usually don't have a fly because I have the Zevo shit. They're all in there. Exactly. If ain't nobody else going to stand up for the elders, here stand I. You said Miss Jones loves to dance. I cannot dance. I turned the air off, Jay Bella, but thank you. I turned it off when I started this because I said, ain't no way. I'm not going to keep going down there. And the mouse is running with the trap on. And I said, who put a trap down here? Which means that the owner knows some shit that I don't. But it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. So what I did Friday night at 9:30 at night was I attempted to make oxtails. Why? Because a week prior, I have seen oxtails in the supermarket, never saw them before. So I was like, let me try my hand at this in the slow cooker. I had no idea that to make oxtails, you need 1,000 ingredients. I had no idea. So what do? Well, you call your friend who happens to be the chef at Season. Shout out to Chef Jonathan. You call your friend because Cliff, who probably Chef Cliff, could have walked me through it. He was getting ready for his birthday party the next day. Chef Jonathan from Season up in next to the Bergen Pack. He walked me through it. He said, child, I was just, my feet are rubbing together. You know, it's about to be lights out for me. And I was like, wait, I need you to help me. So then I had to go to ShopRite at 9:30 at night and get carrots, onions, and it was something. I've got it chopped up in the thing, which was great. And then I forgot the allspice, but I had to get the browning thing, which I remember my mom used to have it by Grace Foods. I remember visually. That's the ADD. I got that, and I got thyme. I had thyme that day, and I got the garlic. I needed to refresh the garlic anyway. And what else? A habanero, 2 habanero orange little small peppers. And what else? All I know is I didn't season the oxtail well enough before I put the browning on it. But I let it cook, and by like 2:30 in the morning, it was done. So obviously 2:30 in the morning is too late to eat. So I got me a plate and I tasted it and I ate it. This is why I would not be great in any relationship, because I just do what I want when I want. I don't judge myself. I do, but I don't like, what? It's 2:30 in the morning. So you're still up and you just cooked it and you want to see if you know what you're doing. So the meat was falling off the bone. It was so tender. The habanero disappeared, which means it melted down. Oh, and I put bay leaf. I put a bay leaf in it, a few bay leaves. What else did I use? Chicken and beef stock. Now, what's the difference in stock and broth? Is there a difference? I didn't want to take that chance. He said stock, so stock it was. And then I cooked it all day, and he stayed on the phone with me, texting, telling me, do this, do that. Okay, you skipped the step, so now you just got to do this and keep the stock over the oxtails, always covering, always. And then, but he said, but the next day he made me a promise that they were going to be so much better because the food will have, and baby, when I tell you, the next day's oxtail. So when I came back from Cliff's party, put it in a little bowl. My feet was rubbing together. And that's, I think, when I turned on power and fell asleep on that sofa. Yup, because of my oxtails. So I did a good job. I'm okay, but it's too many steps. I'll just be going to the soul food restaurants here on out. I didn't see Scotch bonnet peppers. He said Scotch bonnet, but I didn't see. So I just did the habaneros. And I didn't really taste it. Oh, and I forgot to get allspice. The Holy Trinity and a serious seasoning cabinet will always save you. Big R said oxtails are better seasoned 24 hours or more. I believe that. And no, so this is my first time. I just was like, I didn't want the oxtails to go bad because I had kept them in the refrigerator for a week. And I was like, They're starting to get that little burgundy. Nope. Yep. Oxtails were, I don't know if they were on sale. I just had never seen them in ShopRite. I don't think they were on sale. You had the wrong recipe. It's 52,000 ingredients, all that damn stuff for bits of meat on the bones. Tramp, this is what I know. I'm like, when did oxtails become so involved? But it came out good. And he just texted me and said, are you making a second attempt at oxtail today? Did you get your allspice? No, I will not be. That shit was too long. It took like 2.5, 3 hours to cook. Oh, I missed the 11:11, but hopefully you guys did. It's that water in the other room. That's where the fly comes from. I'm sure. And it had dried out. But the water spilled last night. And I'm not, I mean, I will. I'll go and mop. But I feel like this is not my fucking charge. Fix your fucking air conditioner, lady. I didn't add butter beans. He forgot to tell me to put butter beans. But it's all right. Tramp, it was okay. What I did get was mashed potatoes. I was going to eat the oxtails with mashed potatoes. But then I was like, you don't need all them carbs. Bitch, you about to be on stage 2 nights in a row. 3 if you go do AZ tonight at the City Winery. So put the motherfucking mashed potatoes down. That's what I said to me. Everything you can do ain't what you need to be doing, bitch. Have some self-control. Yes, they were so good. Right. It was $16 for 1 pack. Oh. Or walking in and out my office. I can't keep up with the show. Winter Storm, you got to lock your office door. Next time, Tramp, next time I'm going to get some butter beans. And then what happened? No, Ron. I mean, I could play a little. And fresh seasons like thyme, oregano, rosemary are better. He didn't tell me rosemary. I love a rosemary. Okay. Yeah, he didn't tell me oregano. I did the salt, pepper, and then when I realized it wasn't, I tried to add it while it was cooking after I put the browning on it. And it didn't. But then it did coagulate the next day. And then I put onion powder, but I have fresh onions in there. It's one of those things I think you do it by your taste. Oh, and ketchup. Y'all put ketchup, do it over grits. Ooh, I would love it over grits. Marcella, why y'all making me want to go and heat up the rest of the oxtails now? An instant post, it will cook in 45 minutes to an hour. Really? Butterbean's going to have you farting. No, thank you then. Yeah, no. Oxtail, butterbeans. I think my dad used to make butterbeans. He used to call my mom Butterbean Eyes. That's my Butterbean Eyes. Right. And that was too much money to be throwing away. Lamb over grits is good. Listen to me, Emily B. Listen to me. Last night at Prime on the Mile, after I performed, of course, they offer you, Jonesy, you want something to eat, drink? I got lamb chops, Parmesan crusted with garlic mashed potatoes sitting in there. That will be today's lunch or dinner. Thank you very much. Why are oxtail the cigarette? You said, where's the cigarette? Right? Yeah. Why oxtails more expensive in North Carolina? It was like $16 a pack, $14 for another pack. I mean, they were big, but then you get the little ones, and I'm like, And isn't a tail supposed to have hair? Like, how is that an oxtail? How is that the tail of an ox and it has no hair? Is it really the tail? Ketchup is the real Jamaican way. They really do use ketchup in those dishes. Here goes this motherfucking fly right here. Here, fly in this, bitch. Fly here. I tried to get... This is disgusting. The fly is annoying. Hold on. Let me put my receipts back. Tramp, you be proud of me, Tramp. They was trying to come for Martha Reeves. Tramp and Marcella, did y'all just come in, or did y'all hear the whole Martha Reeves national anthem thing? I'm talking to Tramp and Marcella because they are my musical Bibles. They're my musical pastors, if you will. How about oxtail is just cow tail? Oh, okay. Was y'all in here? It's not really an ox. Oh my God. That's a lie too? Will the world stop lying to us? I just need to know. So I could tell the surgeon on the table when he wants to know, well, what was it that brought you in here? And I'm saying oxtail when it really is a cow. Now, before I sound really stupid, is a cow, is the female called the cow and the male is called the ox? Or is that two separate animals? And y'all already know. Because I just worked myself up for no reason. This is we got to save the legend. Now, Marcella and Tramp. Tomato paste, no ketchup. He told me ketchup. Oxtail is the tail of a cow. So, I've been bamboozled. It could be a kangaroo tail too. All right, good night. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on the oxtail. I'm good on anybody's tail. Like, I don't want to be eating anybody's ass. Except for one person. I'm definitely making this show private. Lady in flight, where did you just land? Get fly tape, mosquitoes, lantern flies, gnats, and fly. Ox is just a cow / bull in the gym. Okay, all right, got it. Leave it to Lady in the Tramp to get me all the way together. Boston. Nice. I'll be up there on... Is this your regular route? I'll be up there on August 16th through the 19th at the Vineyard. My first time going. I don't know what to expect, but I've already started looking at some vineyardy like outfits. Yes, that was a very hard turn. I know. That's why let's just go back to Martha Reeves. So listen, I want to Maxwell. Oh my God. My president is in here. And I'm talking about eating tail. Come on. Come on. Don't get so fancy-pantsy on me, guys. We've all lived and done certain things to be of this age. We need a little ass here and there. I'm just saying. Marcella, thank you. No, listen. I don't know if I'm going to have a black. We do need Giddy. Wait, the conversation is varied this morning. Add in the morning munch. So listen, no. We were breaking down the Martha Reeves performance. So I want you to hear this because this is not fair. She was singing, and then these two white girls chimed in. I think that after sound check, somebody up top in the booth told the girls, we might need you to come in and fill up the thing. But I want you to listen to this.
Oh, say, can you see?
See how she turned around like...
So proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched.
And shit,
were
laughing.
so
And don't know what the fuck they laughing. You laughing at the wrong shit.
And the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our back was.
So I'm not going to make you go through this. My point was, everybody is clowning our legend, Martha Reeves. Oh, that was horrible. That was horrible. I listened to it, the trained ear I am, and realized outside of that extra heavy vibrato, which probably due to the, I think she had a stroke or surgery or something, or maybe she's just heavy vibrato, she was on key. And once the white bitches came in, 2 steps lower. So then I said, you know what? I couldn't let it go. So I went on the piano just now. And so first of all, before I go there, Tramp, Marcella, thoughts. Just flat. You hear it as soon as they chime in to sing. Well, they were in a different key. So when I got on the piano, I realized she was in the key of A and they were in F. Or F sharp, G flat. But it was precisely, like I said, 2 whole steps down. So how you gonna come in with your milky white, no flavor having, oh, say, can you see? And here she is, oh, say, can you see? Do you know what I mean? Dissonance is going to sound bad. It's going to sound off, but stop coming for Martha Reeves in the comment because she was the singer. She wanted to start in A. And if you can't get up there, little white girls, and you want to sing in the key of F, get the F out of here. Shut the F up. The F are you doing? You effing it up. But this is what, so Marcella and Tramp, my whole education this morning was my whole reason for going to the piano and figuring out what key was what. I broke it down. I found the do of both versions. And from finding the do, I was able to identify the keys. If people aren't educated, people will continue to go ahead and say slanderous things about our legends. And if those of us that know better don't defend them, they're already fragile. You hear her voice. She shouldn't even be working. But because Barry allegedly stole all the fucking royalties of all those people, but for Smokey and Diana, she's got to still work. So if she's out there working, you're going to respect it. You may not like it. The vibrato thing may not be for you, but you're going to give her some grace. Put some respect on her name. Who asked Shannon and let's see. What name will I give her? Shannon and Julie. No, who asked Shannon and Ashley? But they did the solo for Glee Club this year. Get out. Leave black people alone. Ooh. Done by, but she was on key. It was just the vibrato made it sound like it was so hard that she was going from A to B, A to B, A, B, A, G. Because it was going. That's why. Maybe they told her to go 2 steps and was trying to force her there. But you heard what I heard, right? Mildred, yeah, Janine. Hey, Jess. Janine and Christine, who asked y'all? Sit your ass down. Because that's how I sound in my car, and I won't ever be singing for the chapter. Very good. Give it up for our president, Bergen Passaic chapter. She's in here. Our new president. I'm going to give it up for her. Hold on. Without ending the show. Our other president transferred, and we had to do a quick and fair election. And so we already had just honored Miss Carmen for being, I forget the title, what was it? Basically, the bitch in the chapter that do everything without having to be asked and knows everything, but don't act like a know-it-all, but helps and without having to be asked to help and steps up. We had already voted her that. So then when the president transferred because she moved to New York, that was the obvious to make Carmen the president. So happy to have you. And this is our last year together. Because we are graduating out. Hold on, let me get my comments. And then we're going to move on. Barry Gordy is definitely the problem. Definitely. See, Tramp heard it. Thank you, Tramp. That's all. See, and I come to you. I defer to you. Mother of the year. Mother. And we are happy to have you there. We couldn't have voted in a better. All right, so let's move on to our next topic, what I wanted to talk about.
Excuse me.
Wait. I spent all my time. This. I'm going to just let y'all watch it.
Today I'm doing a facelift install. I'll walk you through everything, guys.
A
So
facelift?
I'm using my super gripper tape. It's stronghold, guys. It's not like the regular one. This one grips for real, okay? And it will pull. Just look at her face and the way I'm pulling it. Yes, if you're wondering, we do sell the tape. We have it in a 36 yards. Yes. And this is what it looks like when you take off the cover. Can you see the grip, guys? So I'm just demonstrating on how to take off the cover. It's super easy. You just pull it with a tweezer and take it off just like that. And after we're going in with another coat of the gripper glue, because you know we have to sandwich the tape. That's how we do it. Please give it a thin layer of glue. And this is what our super gripper tape is looking like. And this is the gripper glue. Just showing you how strong the gripper glue is. Once you lay the lace, there's no way you're going to move it. And we're about to move the white line with our magic gel. Yes. And once you rub it out, oh my God, it starts melting already. You tie it down and that's it. Look at that, guy. And ooh, look at my doll. She's looking so gorgeous, classy. Guys, she wanted some curls and I delivered. She was so satisfied. And that makes me so happy, guys. Today,
So who's doing this for first day of school? What in the vibe cartel? Who is doing this for the first day of school? Because somebody in here is like, I never thought of that. Right? What the helly? What the fucky? Tramp says she shouldn't have been. This is Martha Reed. She shouldn't have been up that high. Agreed. It's probably the key she used to be able to easily do and should have started a full step under so she could control it. Agreed. But she fought. She fought and she won because she stayed in key to the very end. The rest of the people that had to experience it, but she stayed committed. That's that Motown way. You got to commit. She knew she was getting her ass kicked, but who asked the little girls to come in 2 steps down? Amazon mom, if I ever even think of putting anything on my edges did you see a facelift? Why do a young girl even need a facelift? Why do you want to look chinky-eyed? Why? And then you gonna look chinky-eyed and have no edges at all. Hair be starting back here. And then you'll say, how did we get here? Because you letting tutorials on YouTube lead you astray. Anybody can look at that and tell you should not want all that glue on your edges is not good. The edges are like the softest part of the hair shaft or the most tender, I think. Maybe that's not the case with everybody. But you can't keep doing shit like that and expecting even the toughest of edges. Oh, y'all saw that bifocal? The toughest of edges to just last and weather that shit. No. And you do all of that and then still put the baby hair. No, bitch, if you melted me, I want my hair all the way away. If you chinking up my eyes, I don't need baby hair on top. No, I don't need no distraction and no competition. No. Nikita, let me tell you something. That, and I'm not fucking with nobody that's balder than me doing my hair, ever. My hair started falling out just watching that video. That's not fair to me. And then she gonna have a face rash and not know where it's coming from. A face rash, because all them chemicals should not be like, no, not gonna be able to do it. That Gorilla Glue, remember that Gorilla Glue, girl? Ooh, any glue. That video was a sales pitch. Ain't nobody do that. You be surprised. You remember Gorilla Glue, girl? Wasn't nobody supposed to do that. In some way, in some state, in some house, alone in a room, just me and glue, went to work. And had to have that man, that black doctor had to come in there and literally go to work with surgery to get that glue out her motherfucking hair. People believe what they see online. You'd be surprised. Face rash, coochie popping, drizzling shit, and you don't know why. It's because you got fucking glue where it ain't supposed to be. And it's affecting all of you. Oh, for the men in the chat, do you know what your woman really looks like under that wig? And how soon into dating does she reveal it? And then the little soft peach fuzz hair on your face. Then they wonder why that area is much lighter than the rest of their face. Big R said, how you glue it? Oh, God. I'm going to do it for real. How you glue it? Oh, done by no. Yes, alone in a room. Just you and some glue. Because ain't no friends going to allow that. You got to be alone, right? If a friend is with me and I wind up being melted and laid with tape in my eye, if I come out chinky and laid and melted, then you're not my real friend. Ooh, two girls, mom. The jokes write themselves at this point. I thought I'd be able to tune in for a few minutes on the plane. Not a good idea. For better or worse, Georgiana, the chat, this is the best, the most active, most funny chat on anybody's show. I promise you that. People have said that. Y'all are my co-host. I shouldn't say that because I think Wendy used to call her audience her co-host. So I can't say that. Y'all are you're my producers. Anyone going forward will have to be comfortable with or without wig or makeup. I get it. But at what point in the relationship or the dating phase do you take off your toupee and I take off my wig? And how does that conversation even come to be? Do you come out and say, is that all your real hair? I would like a man to say that to me. Mm-hmm. I'd like for a motherfucker to ask me something about my hair. There's something going on with it now. At what point? Because dudes be having stuff too. It may not even be his hair. It might be his sprayed on just for men coloring. Basically, when do you stop performing and just start being? I do remember D. Lee Punky Chic. That's good. So I follow him on Instagram. I found him on Instagram recently, and he and I were chatting. Because he's the one that started How You Doing. It wasn't Wendy. Wendy got that shit from D. Lee. At what point in the relationship So let me tell you something. Let me share something with you. My ex-husband, when he and I started dating, I was having a scalp, something, I don't know what it was or what triggered it. Probably stress from fucking the prior. But I went to a doctor and I had like red blotches in my scalp. It didn't itch necessarily, but it hurt. Like it was just hurting randomly. So they gave me a whole bunch of shampoos and ointment, but I had to do it all throughout the day. So when I was doing my morning show, research would start parting my hair and applying the stuff because I couldn't do that and focus on the show at the same time, right? And then I started dating my ex-husband. And so this was like a process. Like, I think I did the thing for at least 6 months, right? But it wasn't until, and so I was wearing wigs because I was told, don't style your hair, don't let your hair rest, and just work on your scalp. So it wasn't until it was time to do the do that I had to take the wig off. And I did not have any issue taking the wig off because I'm thinking he's got to know that these are wigs. Like, he's got to know, right? And also, I think I probably explained what I was going through because he might have even come with me to some of the doctor's appointments. I don't remember, but all I know, and this is probably what snatched me into his life. When I took the wig off, he was like, aren't you supposed to put your cream on? And I was like, yeah, but I thought we was about to do the unchaka. He said, girl, if you don't get that cream and let me massage it in your scalp, yes, I'll marry you. No, will you marry me? I thought that was so, no judgment, just massages with the cream. Now, ultimately, this bitch would wind up becoming Satan and things. But in that moment, I can separate. There always are good, and then there's always bad. In that moment, that was the wow. He's still liking me. Well, I mean, then the other side is a nigga that's playing the long game and wants that Jonesy Hot 97 bag. What's letting this bitch shed her wig and me rubbing some cream in this motherfucker? Right? Well, I can't trust niggas. But anyway. Khalil said, my bad not to interrupt you. Will the Jaguar, interview be available to all members soon? I just subscribed last week. By the time I tried to watch, it was already leveled members. Yeah, we're going to start releasing clips today. I just didn't want it to compete with Kia Jeffries, but we can start releasing the Jaguar Right clips today. Thank you for asking. You didn't interrupt. Chris, I don't know. I don't know about a memoir. I don't know. Look, me doing a memoir is going to mean a few things. Hold on. Me doing a memoir is going to mean I'm going to have to really, all times, I'm going to have one on each motherfucking thigh. Or I'm really going to have to just grow up. So, how you shooting? Sorry, I know who I am. Growing up takes too much effort. Karen Hunter can help you facilitate it. I don't know. I think I have a problem with Karen Hunter. All right, I have a problem with Karen Hunter. But maybe not. Maybe not, because last week on my weekly call with my mentor, Thea Mitchum, you guys know Thea. That's Envy and them's boss. She's my mentor. We discussed Jonesy letting go things that are beyond 10 years old. Yep. It came down to a timeline, ladies and gentlemen. It kind of made sense. You can give people 10 years growth grace. And the benefit of the doubt that maybe they too have grown. So I agreed that if shit happened 10 years or longer, I'm willing to let it go. So the Smith & Wesson or the Sags, these are Sig Sauer. I think I'm going to just get a Glock and call it a. Funny, we talking about hair. You just reminded me to use this rice water I made a couple of days. It only lasts for 7 days, but grows your hair wild. Does it? How do you make it? What kind of rice? Can you release Jaguar to the lower tiers too? I will. It's been enough for the higher tiers. We just got to get the clips out. Like Remy has been playing their song Long Game. Why we got to be in Papoose' business? Let Papoose. Hey, Poose. That is why you don't work with and chill with men. You have men in the mix. Facts. Evolve. The Sig Sauer. Nobody should be answering this question if they're attending the first day of school in September. You can let go, but you never forget. That's my problem, though. So then is it really letting go? So anyway, my issue with her back then, this was more than 10 years ago. This was like 2006, I think, 5 or 6. She wrote Wendy's books, and Wendy's a damn lie. She gonna say that I told her that I let Busta Rhymes have anal sex with me. That is I've never had anal sex with no Busta Rhymes. Ever. For me, that just was never an option. And she put that in the book. And how do you not fact check, ma'am? And I was so embarrassed because I actually showed up to the book signing and the book reading. And when she read the part, and one of my coworkers, an R&B, I think she said a failed R&B singing coworker, to let people directly know that she was referring to me, and you lied. I did not like that. That was the beginning of the, oh, so you want to shoot me in my pinky toe? And that is when I started going back at her on the radio. At that point, when I saw that. But then I saw that Karen Hunter is the one that ghost wrote it. But she can't just make shit up out. I mean, Wendy would have had to have approved it. So, and then Karen Hunter started calling in on the hotlines a few times. I was having discussions and she would want to call in, and anything I was talking about, she wanted to be the anti to it. And Ebro was like, you know what she's trying to do? She's trying to make a moment. This before we use the words make a moment. I forgot how he said it. She's trying to get on. And she thinks if she comes and battles you, that's going to give her tape to go and show someone, oh, look, I deserve my own show somewhere. So he told the phone operators, if she calls again, don't ever put her through. And sure enough, the one time I said, sure, fine, she tried to like make it an argument instead of a debate, if I remember correctly. All I know is I didn't like it, and I damn sure didn't like that anal sex shit. Because I feel like I'm transparent enough and grown enough that if I do stuff and it comes around, especially with a celebrity, and it comes out, I would stand in it. But that was a lie, and that was nobody's business because you weren't in a relationship with me and Bus. So why are you writing about this? Did you tell them about the toga parties in college? And how you was afraid that you might have bought a house in Virginia because of how y'all was running around at them toga parties in college. So you went and saved all your money so you can buy a house in Florida in case you got that house in Virginia. You were just going to go away and disappear from the public eye and go live in that house in Florida. Did you tell them that? Did you put that in the book? I've held a lot of Wendy story secrets. So that bothered me because I had never talked about what she did in the back of the truck with, and I don't want to shit on my friends that's still alive, but with industry men, more than one at a time. Rice water. change the narrative. Mm-hmm. 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 Alicia, me neither. Mm-mm. You can use any type, short grain, long grain, or jasmine. I like basmati. Basmati, is that how you say it? Just rinse 3 times. Rub the rice in your hand, cleaning it. 4th time, rinse, save it, store it for 12 to 24 hours. Huh. How long before I see growth? Ow. Look what Al wrote. Yeah, don't tell. Don't tell, because those who know, she was always in Staten. I was just about to. Oh, this is hip hop. You know exactly. And I can't, because, and if I say, everybody gonna know directly. Ain't nobody in here stupid. So yes, she was always in Staten Island. That's all I'm gonna say. So don't come over here concentrating on my booty hole when yours is being pounded out by more than one. Not to mention, that nigga would have destroyed my grippers. If I ever even, just thinking about it right now, gives me ass ache. What? No. Mm-mm. 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 That's not even enjoyable. I could look and know that was no. So wait, you had a relationship with Busta? Go read the first book. You must be way younger than us old heads in here. Because that's old. How old are you? Or I'd say, how old are you? Better tell it while they're alive to defend and lie on the dead. I know about the Eric Sermon story. I would never, this is hip hop. I would never. Are you kidding me? But the fact that you knew just by saying the borough, we ain't got to say nothing else. But leave my ass out your book. I was mortified because nobody else came to the book. Nobody else came to the book signing of her peers, right? Because now she's like successful. No one came but me. And I just came out of just on the strength. She didn't call me and say come or not come. She was on BLS. I was on Hot, but I don't get caught up in radio letters and station wars. So I went and she chose to read that. And that shit hurt me because I'm like, bitch, why are you lying? Christian Jack. Didn't Little Kim voice something about Wendy and Biggie publicly? That's a whole nother one. That's in the back of it. All them times I would be sitting up there and going visiting her show. I'm not saying nothing. Don't ask me no names. I will never. That's why they still keep me around, because I don't tell the shit I could. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I heard Wendy speak on Busta and it was super gross, but I never heard anything bad about you. She never said it, but she put it in the fucking book. Like a book lasts forever. And I don't know if I was more upset at her calling me a failed R&B singer. Because I'm like, you know how hard it is to sing in front of people and remember words and get a deal, and all you're doing is talking shit and swallowing spit. Two to 3 months. Okay. I'm going to try rice water for the win. That's deep. The one person to come to support, she did this to. Wow, turnabout is real. Yup. And I bet you Kevin told her to make that shit up. But I told you guys, Netflix came to me they're doing a Wendy documentary, and they need somebody from her, or they wanted me. So, pretty tough skin. You are stupid. Get in the corner. You are on timeout. That's why be nice. Be nice to people. And you know what? I'm not even going to sit up here and act like she was the worst. Like, everybody has shit with them. Artists, people, non-artists, your bosses, your kids, everybody got shit with them. But I just be glad when I be seeing God handle it. I had said on the Nikki, I think it was the Nikki podcast with Wendy, I said the feet being fucked up is, I feel like that was God's way of not punishing her necessarily, but slowing her down, because I feel like it was symbolical for kicking people when they were down. So God bound up her feet, right? That's what I said. And somebody was like, oh, who are you? And what did he do to you? And I said, he fucking made my face lopsided for talking left about people. Everybody can get it, right? I'm not beyond, is it reproach? I'm not beyond it. So I say all that to say, be mindful. And then someone will say, how about neither nor? How about God didn't have a hand? How about that's just cells that you were susceptible to? How about that was a botched surgery that she had on her feet to remove the bunions, courtesy of her husband paying for the surgery, which, and you know, it could doesn't have to be God, but she shouldn't have put that in the book. She knew that shit was a lie. Speaking on Wendy, were you there at the allegedly Angie and Wendy fight on air when Wendy was talking about Nokia from Drew Hill because that was her baby father? I was not there when they fought. I came up a half hour after the fight because I think somebody got sent home or something, and I had to fill in. And then Wendy told me what happened. Thank you guys for liking while you're here. Please like the video. I appreciate encouragement. Pretty tough skin, just you for now. I'm about to let you out the corner. That was nasty work. When cancer enters the chat, common sense would say stand down. She just doesn't have it in her. People can be evil. Karma's a real thing. Yup. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. It is a real thing. So I don't know if my ameloblastoma is a curse necessarily, because I lived with it, and until I had the drastic whole jawbone removed, I was symmetrical. And maybe I could have gotten a better doctor. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, you know, now that I become the face of it, maybe a plastic surgeon comes and breaks the jaw again and takes the plates out and fixes me. I don't know. It could wind up being a good thing for me and a learning lesson for others with the disease. I think I've shown you pictures of people that have it bad. Let me see. How did we get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. Da, 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 da. See, it says ameloblastoma is a rare, benign, or cancerous tumor of odontogenic epithelium, much more commonly appearing in the lower jaw than the upper jaw. It was recognized in 1827. Nobody's supposed to be here. Common causes. Begins in the cells that form the protective enamel lining on your teeth. The exact cause of the tumor is unclear, but several genetic changes may be involved in the development. I don't know. Unicystic ameloblastoma. This type is less aggressive, but typically occurs at a younger age. The tumor is often in the back of the lower jawbone at the molars. Recurrence is possible after treatment. That's why I've had like 20,000 surgeries. Or I could have had, I don't know which one I had. Either unicystic or conventional. But all I know is now I'm doing something about it in regards to being public facing about it and sharing my story for other people that have rare diseases and aren't comfortable. And I am in a public facing career. So you know how uncomfortable it makes me feel when I'm watching and I see the twisting and the uneven. But I'm grateful that I was able to have a career specifically using my jaw. Don't be nasty and fresh. The other career, singing and broadcasting. Because it gets, let me see if I could show you images. It could be a way lot worse. Do y'all see that? That's what I have. And when I turn around, once again, life has knocked me down. Love can make you do some crazy things. Ooh, no. And I turn around and you're standing here. Standing here. Oh, Daddy, no. Nobody's holding it. Ooh. So when you make jokes and say, why does she look like she got candy in her jaw? Be glad that it just looks like a little piece of candy or gum. Because it could have been way the fuck worse had I not gotten it early. And had I not had health insurance. And had I not been afraid to undergo the surgeries. This is what I have. And notice it's all like African. Oh, this is a bad one. Do you see? Do you see that? This is her jaw, y'all. This is a disease that I have. And this is my testimony. So I think the kid got off easy. But I can't not do work with it. Because somebody else didn't get off this easy. Somebody else got a chin on their chest. And that is not a joke, but I can say it and I can speak to it because I have it. So my job, I feel like my job to the universe is to talk about it. And then other people that have other rare diseases that they're uncomfortable talking to because no one, and if you don't look like you're hurting or look like you're fucked up, people are like, what are you complaining about? That doesn't mean that your pain doesn't exist or that your doubt or your insecurity or your curiosity does not exist. So I feel like if I become the face of this and all rare diseases and get out there and talk and go and get the communities to come out. Because that little girl from the radio, the one that was doing Pix 11 with Hazel and Dan, she coming to the community center tonight. And she going to talk about medicine and stuff. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the support. Thank you. got to make it. Got to make something out of it. Look, and at the very least, someone's going to cut me a check to be on it. At the very least, someone's going to cut me a check. Someone's got to cut me a check. My stories don't come for free. Time is valuable. But why wouldn't you, right? I'm not faking the funk. I am the living fucking testimony of this disease and the other side of it. Twice over. Successful recording artist, successful broadcaster. So come Mayo Clinic, come on Pfizer, come on Cornell, come on. You know you got the budget. Let's have some talks in these communities that are underserved medically. Let's talk about some things. Thank you, Trinero. Look, now, wait. Now it's starting to look like I have the missing. I don't. It's just that when you don't have lower teeth to meet your top teeth, the top teeth start shifting down. And they told me that would happen. The top teeth start shifting down. And in my case, back a little. But it's still, I still have, you know, I'm fine with it. It's just that every day, I think I just, you know, there's so much other shit going on in the world. People worse the fuck off. Imagine that. Imagine this. Imagine being a girl with this. And then on top of that, you being molested by your father. This is not my story, the molesting. But I'm saying, imagine there's someone out there that on top of this, they're being molested by a family member, maybe facing homelessness, maybe getting abused at school. Like, could you imagine all the fucking traumas on top? So who am I with one ailment to be like, oh my God, no, bitch, get out there and talk about it. Let people know we all people. We all got some shit. And if I can be public facing and get through it, I will help you find and figure out a way to get through it. Thank you, Moon Girl. Thank you, guys. I mean, you got to have tough skin when people saying you got ass fucked by Busta Rhymes. What the fuck? What the fucky? What the ass fucky? All right, people. I think that's my time. Brick City. So what did we learn today, boys and girls? Nothing, because you kept getting off topic and fighting that fucking fly and got all the syrup. And he said, bye, fly. Bye, hoes. Carmen, that's what I want on my t-shirt. That's what I want on my t-shirt when we cross the bridge. Because I'm going to say, bye, hoes. Hey, Zab. Zabby CEO. Hello. Hello. Moon Girl, thank you so much. I think I passed by that and didn't see it. Thank you, everybody that donated. I hope y'all had a good weekend. Shay Bella, be having to bounce. She goes a little beyond 11. Used to have to bounce like 10 to 11. I noticed. Now you're hanging out with us a little longer. Karma used to take forever to circle back, but now it arrives in 3 to 5 business days. Oh, me too. I love to see it. I love to see it happen. And I can't wait until it happens too. And Moby Jackson, do the same. You said that sounds like a segment. How did we get here? It's the stupidest thing. How do we get here? Because there's no direction. That's really how. There's no direction. I feed off of you guys' energy. You guys are the producers of this show. And I can't get it out of my head. Nobody. I'll see you tonight at City Winery with AZ. Don't tell nobody. I'm a surprise. Hell, he was surprised. He was surprised. He didn't even know. I called his manager, was like, so I hear there's a show going down at said winery. He was like, you trying to slide? Of course I am. I said, tell why am I forgetting? Fucking DJ that I love. AZC. Why am I forgetting his name? Why am I forgetting his name? I'm thinking do it. It's not Do It All. It's not Who Kid. Oh, I missed 12-12 too. Sorry. There was more to the app. There was more, but the ass fucking was quick. It was just quick in and out. Pause and pardon the pun. What is AC's DJ's and why? And I'm seeing his face, and I know him. He's my friend. It was a lot of show. What the fuck? Do-wop, wop. Why? I'm thinking Do It All, and then I'm thinking who? Because I remember the W. I said, so tell Do-wop to have the extended version ready. Because they do a different version when I'm not there. Thank you, Eric. Pixie Diva, thank you for last night and then you coming in this morning. Get your tickets for August 23rd at it's a day party brunch, and I think I'm hosting it at Llewellyn Park. That's going to be a good one. Right. Do it all. Right. It was Do-wop. So, all right, boo-boos. And in the spirit of Do-wop, whenever I'm with you, inside starts to burning, and I feel with desire. Would it be a devil in yours? This is the way love's supposed to be. Anyway, burning in my heart, still raining in New York. Even night, tear me apart. That's the only thing that can keep me away. Whenever I'm feeling soft, low, people play. I ain't never felt like this before. Don't know what to do. My head's in a way. So when you hear our legend not sounding like that, go back and listen to how she put it down back in the day. Before you start trying to shit on somebody. Who was you? I'll send you the fuck around the block and back, holding my breath 3 times. I will definitely be reminded. I just put y'all on mute because I want to stay alive. Supposed to stop around 3. Okay. All right. The end, people. Till tomorrow, my loves.